Okay, good evening everyone. Sorry for the delay getting into things, but I think we are just about ready to get started. Today we have a Division 1 game between Oops, I'm Inting and the Vinland Raiders. Should be quite exciting, hoping for some high quality gameplay, nice micro plays, good macro management by the teams. Exciting drafts, perhaps less likely than some of the lower division games, but there's always trade-offs to these sorts of things, right? And hopefully it'll be worth it. Looking at the map, pick and ban. Oops, I'm Inting again. Having the first map pick go for Infernal Shrines. They banned away Cursed Hollow and Towers of Doom. On the other side, the Vinland Raiders banning Braxis and Volskaya. So starting off with a fun one with Infernal Shrines, always say every time, big team fights, lots of ways you can play it. Very nice map for the teams to show their ideal playstyle, even. Some of the other maps, like you look at Alterac Pass, well, there's only so much you can really do. It's hard to be particularly spicy. The middle camp is really good. You need to get it on cooldown. You need to be trying to push with it. You can be a little bit cheeky around the objective and the side lanes, but Infernal Shrines has a whole lot more flexibility. And it looks like our final player has joined the lobby, so we can get into draft number 1. Infernal Shrines always looking for the teamfight heroes to be looked at. Uther's going to be the first ban, but I'm looking to see what happens with Mephisto. I'm looking to see what happens with Diablo. Looking to see, well, Hog is going to get banned away. That answers that question. Another very powerful hero on the map, as we all know. Uther first ban. Are they scared of some double support Valor shenanigans, perhaps? You don't typically see Uther so highly prioritized. There are other heroes you can do double support with, but maybe they're worried about flexing as a frontliner as well. I have also banned away, which would be same sort of theme, but also here that in our high level games we see a lot more than in other places. A lot better at using the pull to set up other allies, a lot nicer at getting the resets, and Aetius is very strong at taking the camps. Junkrat also banned away one of our setup heroes, Chromie being the other one we might see. But that's Hunter Orc in the game, and to my knowledge he is a big Lucio aficionado and didn't make its way through the ban, so will be picked up first of all. See straight away from Oops, I'm Inting again, going for the strong front line. Johanna and Blaze, and we are certainly blazing through the draft. Sven immediately going to lock in Leoric. Very nice for controlling the 1v1 against the Blaze. Fatal Fireback can't do a whole lot about the Drain Hope. And there's the Mephisto I was talking about, but with Lucio as the support, and we already have a nice front line from Oops, I'm Inting again. I'm wondering what, if any, support he's going to get from the rest of his team later in the draft. Yeah, on the other side, because there's a way Johanna locked in, we're not going to see a Nubrak, we're not going to see Stitches, we're not going to see any of these other, I suppose they fall under the cheese category of heroes to deal with Mephisto going forward with the Shade. So perhaps just with those off the table, none of you is comfortable enough playing Mephisto into anything else. Second ban phase, Diablo and Sylvanas. Other very strong heroes, quite popular as well in the higher rank sort of games. Sylvanas in particular is all over the place. Almost surprised we didn't see Sylvanas in the first rotation by one of these teams. Black Arrow is so strong at controlling the map. Speaking of controlling the map, there's. Alongside a Stukov pick. Falstad somewhat works as a way to isolate the Mephisto. Shade forward, gust the rest of the team away. Mephisto is still going to go back to the same place. Our Stukov pickup is a little bit interesting given we already have Lucio as well. Can of course deny the high fives with clever usage of the silence, so are we going to see something to punish a lack of cleanses last pick here? Is my question. Rounding out the Vinland Raiders, Murden and Tracer. Tracer most likely going to be trying to bully Mindhawk on the Falstad this game. Can be very annoying for him to deal with. Not a whole lot of mobility or health. Just gonna have to run away from Tracer if they ever end up fighting. And there's Jaina from Eric. So yeah, it looks like the rough idea from Oops, I'm Inting again is to run into Mephisto when he shades forward. Get some big crowd control down from Johanna, Blaze and Stukov. And then most likely Kona Cole build here from Eric and just going to try and burst them down. Later on, of course, you've got the Router at level 16 from Jaina. Probably won't see armor reduction, but maybe just wants even more damage. Falstad offers some control and a bit of insurance policy. On the other side, from Vinland Raiders, most likely going to be going after the backliners of the blue team with Murden, Tracer. Mephisto against low mobility heroes, well, no mobility from Stukov and Jaina, can do an awful lot of damage, get nice resets with good positioning. And even though they haven't really drafted much for the Mephisto, he can still certainly take over this game. Alright. Game number 1. Infernal Shines. Blue team. Oops, I'm Inting again. Fish will be playing Johanna. Captain Rex will be playing Stukov. Rainy Day Eric will be playing Jaina. Baby Houdini will be playing Blaze. And Mindhawk will be on Falstad. Red team. Vinland Raiders. Nana will be playing Mephisto. Gafflo will be playing Tracer. Krankle on Murden. Hunter Orc playing Lucio. And Sven will be our Leoric. We don't see level 1 town yet from Mephisto. It is going to be the Q build. We're going for the Skull Missile quest. Perhaps debating going for W level 1. Stronger early game power. And already Captain Rex trying to face check the border bush is going to pay for it with his life. Rather sudden, but when you overstep, the Vinland Raiders quick to punish on that one. Very nicely done by them. Mindhawk trying to cut off rotation, but they're just going forward at the Vinland Raiders. Now on Baby Houdini, trait has been used. Dano going in for more damage as well on top of a Blaze who's out of survivability tools. It is somehow managed to find his way out of that body block, but will go down anyway. Second kill very, very quickly. Bottom lane Eric pushes in the first wave. Gets a bit of damage down on the wall, but there's going to be a pause. Hunter apparently choking, but hopefully we get back into it soon enough. I mean, I don't really need to add much to it. You've got the in-game chat to enjoy during the pause. Anything particularly interesting? It is Ballista Spores from Stukov. Suggests to me that Captain X does indeed want to run up to the Mephisto Shade in the team fights to land a push draw on him. Could also be just for the extra bar kill switch, but I just want the more aggressive plays, to be honest. teams are ready to go once again. Nano coming down to clear out the bottom lane. I was wondering if Eric was going to camp on top of that bottom siege camp, playing out of vision at the moment, but decides wants to clear the way. Come on, boy. Make up your mind. They're playing very safely at the moment. Quite split up are the blue team. Oops, I'm mincing again. Don't want to be caught out by any more Lucio rotations. Minehawk also currently up in the top lane. They're going to go for a bit of a cross map here onto the walls. Sven and Gafflo taking the siege camp here. Big rotation by Sven actually. Maybe deciding doesn't think he can do anything against the push up on the top side and just abandon ship. Gafflo's going to come and collect the XP in the time being. Kranko clearing out the mid lane. Takes a bit of time for the Merlin to do this. But it's alright. Nothing really lost in the meantime. 1 minute out from the first objective. Haven't seen any sort of contest in the bottom camp yet. Sven is still here, by the way. They have just left Gafflo up in the top lane to deal with Baby Houdini and Minehawk's push. They haven't got the most damage yet, but probably going to get a tower with this wave. So we're looking for some sort of play on the other side by the Vinland Raiders. They can't be losing things for free, but they are going to rotate up instead and try and catch them out. Minehawk not out yet. Hunterhawk looking for the play, does not find the Q though. Baby Houdini quite well body blocked there by Sven and Gafflo and will go down. Third kill now to the Vinland Raiders. No sign yet of any camps by the teams. There's going to be the movement now from the Vinland Raiders onto Bruiser. I do like what they've done so far, been far more proactive in the early game. It is a bit difficult for Minting in. They do want to be deathballing with their team comp. Blaze Johanna not very good in the small skirmishes. And there has been several kills and good map priority from Vinland Raiders as a result. Now looking for the quick level 7, they're going to have a half level lead on the blue team. We will indeed go for Neo Peasants. Didn't see that all the time, but makes him so much quicker taking down the objective. Minehawk is here, but quite low health. Hunterhawk has the reverse ambush, trying to go for the kill onto Falstad. Is going to get out of there, but not safe just yet. Maybe Houdini leaving, but it will be Lucio with a solo kill on Falstad. Now Krankel, the next target. The active Vitspores used to try and slow him down, will be killed as well. Close fight on the fight at the moment. Now looking for Sven, who is taken very low. Captain Rex, one last hit to finish him off. In the meantime though, Gafflo has just been pushing the top lane here as Tracer. Shaman camp was not matched by the blue team, so Wall is already down and moving now onto the fort. Minehawk coming up now to defend, but it might even do more than the objective, but they're not done yet on the Vinland Raiders. They're still looking. They do indeed get the completion on the Punisher. Sven respawning in the middle of it helps them out a lot. There's a kill on the top lane as well. What is going on this game? Minehawk finding that one, but fought very, very damaged already by Gafflo. So a nice little split push there by him, I'd say. Nano and friends pushing now onto the bottom lane. They are going to get the wall. Minehawk flies down to help with the defense. Sven here on the flank looking for plan to Eric. Krankel not able to connect with the Stormbolt though. And they are just going to leave. Early game though, major advantage to the side of Vinland Raiders. Hang on, there's a bit of a fight here. Baby Houdini finds the play onto Hunterhawk. Lives one auto attack from Death. Nano running the wrong way there, but he goes in with a shade. I guess we're going to try and fight it out. No. He will be abandoned by the team. Taking a long time to kill though, doing a lot of damage to Eric. One more skull missile would have been the end of him. Eventually though, will be Mephisto going down. Took a long time though. Gafflo once again up in the top lane here. I think a bit of a split push of his Tracy. Don't see it too much, but I do like what we're seeing so far. Level 10s now from the red team. Nano not yet picked one, but you have to, yeah. Endurance of Hate. Not going to see any consuming of the souls. Nothing quite so exciting. Level 10 advantage. They are going to now move down. So much speed from Hunterhawk. Captain Rex way too far out on his own and will be going down. Vinland is not going for the kill in the fort yet. It is a wraparound, in fact, by Krankel. Hunterlock with Amp up. Gafley need to be attacking the Falstad, buddy. Gonna be fine. They get the kill in the end. Sven with the Entomb onto Baby Houdini. Not gonna do a whole lot. Playing out on the bottom lane. Randy the Eric is here. Blessed Shield keeps him alive for the time being. Manages to get the Blizzard down. Krankel is going to go down to it. Now here's Baby Houdini. Gaflo gives up on life. Hunterlock might be doing the same thing here. Going to look for the Hearthstone, but not going to escape fish just yet. And put up movement speed, buying a bit of time. You cannot be serious. Oh, Lucio. Very nicely done by Hunterlock, actually. Dodging all the spells, just walking through the fort like he doesn't really care. Sven going to finish up the top fort. Trying to fight Minehawk and Eric, but not going to win that. We can't have another one, guys. Sven lives as well. This must be so frustrating for the blue team here. Twice now they've left the low health members away, and I was thinking that they're actually just taking a while to get these kills, but in the end, they're not even securing them. And it's giving so much time for the rest of the members that Oops and Inting again aren't chasing around the map to kill, to do whatever they want. We saw Sven getting the top fort down. We're seeing now Gaflo starting up the Bruiser camp. Will be matched this time by the blue team. Fish zoning away from any potential invades, but none are in sight. Krankel hitting away on Baby Houdini. Gonna hit level 13, so then maybe that's not going to connect with the Blaze Stun. Krankel makes the jump, but he's still in enemy territory. Shield onto Hunterhawk as well. Minehawk, the target at the moment for the Vinland Raiders, goes into the bunker, but he's going to be low health when coming out of it. Hunterhawk going in for the kill. Not going to be stopped by the swipe save. Interrupts Stukov as well. Falstad goes down. In the meantime, Krankel being chased by Baby Houdini and Rainy Day Eric. Looking now for the Dwarf toss out. It's going to be okay. Turning now onto the Jaina. Baby Houdini with the two-man stun on the Mephisto Shade. Captain Rex with the silence. Lucio gets out again. Oh, they have so many people living on less than 100 health. Can thank the level lead for his survival there. Can Hunterhawk. Gaffron's then getting the Arcane Punisher, which is already onto the mid lane fort. Watching Krankel now for a Stormbolt. Finds Mindhawk, but there's no further play from it. But there should be the mid lane fort going down. Nano on the side is a stun onto Mindhawk. Swipes again from Captain Rex, and Falstad will live just barely. Rain Day Eric, however, on the wrong side of that keep wall and will be going down. One more jump by the Punisher. No more kills at the moment. Gaffer are going to be grabbing one of these towers on the keep wall. Druids of Fate's not connecting there by Nano. Vinland is looking really, really good at the moment, though. Gaffer going to finish up that bottom fort. 1 HP, nice and easy for him to do. And now, 2-level lead almost for Vinland Raiders. Capturing the enemy siege camp. Baby Houdini trying to get whatever soak he can on the top lane, but they're not going to be on even town tiers anytime soon. It's a full 2-level. They're going to have to deal with this. Now, my question is, what are they going to do with their level 16? It's a minute and a half until the next objective begins. Minehawk takes the Stormbolt and just goes down. Out on his own. Very easy for him to get the kill there. Now looking for a turnaround. Blessed Shield onto Hunterhawk and Nano. Krankel now a target. Bunker will save Baby Houdini for the time being. Going to charge away to safety. Eric still out in the open, but not the target for the Vinland Raiders. They're still looking for the Blaze. Entombed by Sven finds 2. Captain Rex and Houdini going down. It's really good team fighting from them. Vinland Raiders, once again, they catch someone a bit far forward from the blue team, and they don't just take an inch, they take the full mile there, finding 2 more kills afterwards as well. In the meantime, going to be bashing down on the bottom keep wall. This is objectives lane, so setting up nicely for potential finish on the next objective. Minehawk once again has been found by Crankle, uses the Gust. Nano having lots of fun here, Mephisto onto Jaina. Minehawk going to eat a pulse bomb as well. Gatho not done yet, but might have overstepped. Auto mounted down from Eric, but there's enough movement speed to get Gatho out of safety. Houdini taking so much damage from this Merlin and Mephisto duo. Swipes used by Captain Rex. I feel like Baby Houdini could just walk that one out, but just to be safe, we'll be using another heroic ability. Never letting up here is Nano. Quest now complete for another Skull Missile. Endurance won't connect, but that's alright. So all of that pressure that's happening up until now was without the second Skull Missile. I feel like it's going to get worse before it gets better for our blue team here. 2, almost 3 levels down, but they really don't want to give up this objective. Onto an already damaged keeper will probably be the end of the game, but they're not in position yet. Minehawk only now flying in. They haven't even stepped into the objective area yet. Crankle playing it safe and jumping out. They're 20 already on the objective. Can play it so if Vinland raids if they do want to. Water Elemental used by Eric. They're looking to find a place here, but it's actually Mephisto who's in control of this one. Gust will save Minehawk for the time being. Swipes will stop Hunthawk chasing down the kill. Nano jumping in with the shade. Eric caught in the entomb. Hunthawk gets a kill onto the Falstad. Everyone in the bunker from the side of the blue team, but they might not leave it alive. Sven getting quite low. Eric doing what he can with the Jaina. Crankle jumping out onto Captain Rex. Gonna get stunned up. Nano there to try and finish off the kill. Baby Houdini will be the next one going down. Eric living for now, but will join the rest of the team in the death. And it's 5-0 from the Vinland Raiders. They're doing so well this game with these team fights. Knowing exactly what the limits are, disengaging when necessary, and able to find the plays. Coordinating very well in quite hectic situations. Crankle finding one more stun onto Minehawk, but with the Horror Storms like that, he will actually be entombed by Zved, so that will be one more kill to the red team. And very convincingly, game number 1 going over to the Vinland Raiders. Just keeping up constant pressure the whole game was the red team. Even from early on, sometimes you see these teams that play for the team fights but can't exist without everyone wanting to just sit back, wait for the objectives, but you can see here what the weakness of this sort of playstyle is. Huge advantages gained by red team before first objective even spawned, just catching out people, stepping up too far on alone, thinking they're safe, maybe not keeping track of where the other team is, and a big snowball by them not really giving much of an opening. A few times members were caught out, but not always going down even when they were left alone and in danger. Be nicely done by them. We'll throw it over to a quick break, and then when coming back, it will be game number 2. Okay, everyone, just about ready to get started on game number 2. Map pick will be over to the Vinland Raiders. Oops, I'm Inting again after the loss, going for the first pick. Vinland Raiders selecting Tomb of the Spider Queen for map number 2. Another map where you want to be very in your face, quite aggressive, no dilly-dallying around. Makes sense of the map choice given how they wanted to play Infernal Shrines. Now, are they going to run back the same thing? Do they want to go with different heroes? Tomb, of course, a map you see a lot of Komi on. Yeah, that wasn't really contested in the first game. Wouldn't be too surprised though if banned out. We did see Uther first banned by Vinland Raiders in the first game, which makes me think we'll see similar sort of bans here if you're worried about double support. I wonder what's going to happen with Medivh as well. Tomb, a very nice Medivh map if the teams want to go for him. Mage Armor recently buffed. Don't know what the current consensus is on the talent Mage Armor. Buffed in both duration and potency of the armor. I can't help but think that the Radiant Familiar Burst is just too useful for the Div comps that want to go in and burst someone quickly. So I don't think the priority will actually be affected on the Medivh. Lucio will be banned away by Vinland Raiders, perhaps scared of a first pick, because Huntork would be quite happy to play that one if given half a chance. Junkrat ban from Oops, I'm Inting again, and you can't really blame them for Mephisto ban after what happened in game number 1. Nano very convincingly taking over the game, and he picked as soon as the frontliners were taken by Oops, I'm Inting again. Just needed to see, will it be a Nubak? No. Will it be Stitches? No. Alright. Time for Mephisto. Maiev will remain banned. Uther left open, but not sure if it's a hero I'm actually going to see here. Well, we see a similar drafting style by the blue team. Last time they opted for early frontline picks and then flexibility on the damage dealers. Didn't work out well so then for them, and there's the Sylvanas I was talking about before for Eric. I believe one of his more favoured picks. Gonna be taken right away. Vinland Raiders, are we gonna see high Johanna priority? Are we gonna see more aggressive heroes? Hogger for Sven, as well as that Johanna. Very nice for walking up and safely collecting the gems. Quite often Sankey likes sitting in bushes, but to the Spider Queen, someone is forced to step up in order to play the objective. Johanna, very good at just stepping up with the trait. Going to see some... There's an offlane match with the Haka by Baby Houdini. Captain Rex going to pick up a regular this time. Tank left available. You can see why they wanted to pick up the regular, but I am expecting a tank ban here from the Vinland Raiders. Diablo will be banned away. Was wondering if they'd be happy to let him through, already having Johanna, but that'll be Diablo. Very obnoxious. Will get banned away. And Sergeant Hammer will be taken off by Oops, I'm Inting again. They were set up to go for Satnam if they wanted, but so many things are left available for them. Are we going to see... I mentioned Chromie earlier, and it might be a bit difficult. We already have lots of ways to deal with the loop. Nano's going to opt for Gul'dan instead. So Deckard Cain for Hunter Orc. Showing no cleanse are the red team. Unless, of course, Crankle takes Falling Sword. So, will we see anything to target that? Looking to see mostly what tank they pick. It could be Murden, but I'm hoping for something a bit more exciting. And there's Varian, along with Li Ming for Minehawk, so no cleanse. They're happy to go and look for Taunt Blow Up plays. Maybe looking for Jahannavat, but with a low peel support, Deckard Cain, it's possible Varian could just run into the backline instead. Last pick here is going to be Genji. That's what... Can't say I was expecting Genji's last pick, but quite safe from the potential taunt plays that blue team are looking for. We'll be watching for how much he can attack the blue team backline. They may can be quite vulnerable. Two low mobility frontliners for Oops, I'm Inting again, so if they decide to play forward, it's difficult for them to move back and defend Li Ming and Sylvanas if need be, so perhaps that's the reasoning behind the Genji pick here. Obviously we don't need wave clear. Hana and Gul'dan should be able to completely take care of that. So we're just looking to play it safe. Alright, game number 2. We do see a bit of a shake-up by both teams, which is nice to see. Clearly, if they want to be passive, the Vinland Raiders will just punish them for it. So, Tomb of Spider Queen. Blue team, Oops, I'm Inting again. Fish playing Varian. Houdini playing Dahaka. Captain Rex will be playing Rhaegar. Rainy Day Eric playing Sylvanas, and Minehawk on Li Ming. Red team, 1-0 up, Vinland Raiders. Nano playing Gul'dan, Gaflo playing Genji, Hunter Orc playing Deckard, Sven playing Hogger, and Crankle will be Johanna. No quest decided yet by Gul'dan, perhaps considering Q quest, but could do a lot of that work with the E quest if that's what it goes for. Really holding off on picking here. Gaff gonna go scout out of the bush, will take a little bit of damage but be okay. And it is Q quest from Nano here, Pursuit of Flame. Just looking for the more reliable option. And make his way up to the top lane. Not hitting all the mains of that one. Should be okay for them. Quickly moving now on to Eric, but not the most damage should be dealt yet. Looking to see what the teams decide to do with the camps. We could see Gaffo moving down to take the bottom camp. We might see Nano moving on to the Bruisers. Looks like that's going to be the play. Sven already there as well, but Gul'dan coming along just to make it quicker. Gaffo covering the bot lane in the meantime. No camp play at all from Oops, I'm Inting again. They kind of just let it happen. Crankle DC, so pause will come out. Captain X looking, it looks like, at the bottom camp, so we might see a contest there, but there's no Varian level 4 yet, and already Nano is sitting mid lane with the Bruiser camp, so they are going to make their way back into the mid lane instead. Minehawk not going to be able to do too much here. Clear on Li Ming, not the best wave clear mage. And the question is how much damage will be done. Eric is able to at least disable the camp with the black arrows, but still with spell armor aura. Houdini is here looking now for someone on the backline with a drag. Crankle making it quite difficult for him. Drag will connect onto Hunter Rock though. First kill going over to the blue team. Gafflo making a quick escape, but all of this is before level 4 as well. Houdini able to get in there and connect with a drag. Also no movement speed, so quite impressed that he was able to find that play. Sven stopping the drag before it begins, not going to drag of either the giants in. And then makes a nice getaway. Really cool Hogger playthrough now. Captain Rex, in the meantime, being targeted, is going to go down. Once again on his own. Chased by Gafflo, but doesn't look like there will be any more kills for now. Sven goes for a health funnel. Can't. That's quite interesting. Not seeing Consume Soul. Wonder who, if he just plans on draining Varian the whole time. Once the taunt's down, the Varian is not very scary to deal with, so that could be the reasoning. So powerful though is the Consumed Soul. Quite unexpected as well. Burst of healing when fighting the minion waves, as you often do. Fish now finds the Gul'dan with the taunt, walking up mounted, and they are able to get that kill. Looking maybe for more. Baby Houdini drag not quite long enough to find Sven, but that surely would have been a second kill. And now it's the blue team with control over the lanes. Captain Rex and fans clearing out top. We only see Genji here for the defense at the moment, so Sylvanas pops Black Arrows, going to start getting damage on these turrets. Hunthawker's below, and Crankle now here to help with the defense. Fish will be turning in his gems. Is able to do so. Crankle finding the whole of the blue team there. Iron Skin is down, but did buy enough time at least. Virginians then both with a lot of gems and probably going to be looking for the turn-ins. It will be difficult for either one to do so without the rest of the team there. Another taunt going on to Crankle, taken quite low. Gafflo in the backline gets a big deflect off actually, but not any kills there. Just buying space for Crankle, making sure he can get out safely. Sven did get the hand in actually, so only 20 more needed. Gems are split between Crankle and Gul'dan though. Nano was clearing lanes alone. Gafflo not quite getting that hand in completed. And seems to be a bit of poshing at the moment. There's a small XP lead to the side of Vinland Raiders. And Inting not feeling confident enough to go back and take the Bruiser camp. Quite understandable given the potential hand in threat by the red team. So I'm going to be handing a few more in here. 6. So just one more person in the handing in. And Gafflo's able to complete it, but Houdini will find the rest of the gems in the top lane. Now looking for Crankle on Johanna. Blue Horde blocks off Houdini, but he's fine for now. Looking for a drag, not going to find anyone though. Top wave quite well pushed up, so this is going to be a nice spider drop for Inting again. In the meantime, Fish and Friends in the middle. Going to be pushing that one in. Looking for Crankle, not able to find the taunt though. Getting behind the wall just in time. Turrets will be taken down and should be level 10 for both teams at similar time. Fish going pretty deep there, and it's a huge actually scroll ceiling by Hunter Hawk. Li Ming goes down, Crankle finishes the Q quest. Fish really looking for his plays underneath the fort, but it's going to cost him even more as Varian goes down, Sylvanas goes down, Hunter Hawk putting Houdini to sleep, will be stunned by the shield as well. Trying to get out is the Haka, but no such luck. Sven also finding Captain X. Doesn't get the stun onto the Loot Horde, but does not matter. That's going to be the whole of Implementing again going down. And the only good news for them is at least 150 gems because they just lost the rest of us. Starting up the boss now will be the Vinland Raiders. Are we going to see Holger look for a spin? We do, but it's not for the longest time. We are seeing contest here by the blue team. Johanna use the eyes again, looking now for Deckard, but will be knocked away by something. In the meantime though, Nano and Gaffler doing so much to the backline. Li Ming actually going down. Houdini falling as well. Fish caught in the skull ceiling is able to dive out to Captain X at least. That's 2 more kills for the Raiders as well as the boss. We even have the web weavers on the back of it, so boss and Spider will be pushing in for them, so everything is going their way at the moment. Gonna make quick work of the top fort. Eric doing his best to defend the middle, but on his own is going to take a lot of damage. Bottom fort's left completely alone for the time being as the push is onto the top keep here with the boss. Blue team still not grouped up here for the defense. Gaffler going underneath the fort. A bit ambitious, but is going to be fine. Now here comes Sven. There is no taunt, so he's going to get his ultimate off. Scroll Ceiling is going to find 2 as well. Li Ming pulled into a sleep, and that's going to be 3 kills for Vinland Raiders. X-Strike not finding Eric there, so he will be okay. Keep goes down though. Really good awareness there by Sven, knowing that the taunt is down, has the confidence to go into the backline and slam the Hogger stun. Setting up very nicely for the rest of the team to find some kills there. And the pressure isn't going to be letting up anytime soon. Crankle hands in 30 gems. They do have enough for another hand in, just waiting for Nano and Gafflo. Gafflo currently using the Shingen on the mid fort, being very obnoxious. Captain Rex body blocking to prevent some of the damage there. Booster camp now going to be taken by the blue team. Will be matched by Sven. There's the hand-in of the gems. Crankle may be a bit far up. Uses the Iron Skin. Houdini is there as well. Sven interrupting the drag though. Going in for more. Shockwave finding Captain Rex. Skull of Ceiling will be avoided though, but not by Varian. Sleep on to so many people of the red blue team there. A huge horrify by Nano as well. 2 kills already, and there's going to be more. Captain Rex taking loads of corruption damage. Eric trying to do what he can, but will be killed by Gafflo. Houdini, the last survivor for the time being, not going to get pulled into the skull ceiling, but doesn't really matter. That's another 5-0 going over to the Vinland Raiders. Someone has a hot date tonight on their team, and they are in a hurry to get to it. Try to wrap the series up in under an hour here. Moving on to the bottom keep now. Members are respawning, but it looks like they're not going to even try the defense here. Certainly don't have the numbers to. Interesting spin there by Sven. Finds his way onto a mid keep, but okay for now. Captain Rex is going to go down. And they're going to be diving the corner now. Shield onto Fish. Uses the parry to buy some time. Mind control onto Crankle will be the first kill. Now looking for more of the Li Ming resets. Gafflo is going to be taken out as well. Mindhawk living for now against Sven, but there's 3 catapults here in the top lane they have to deal with as well. Nano looking for some plays onto Eric. Core down to 9k at the moment, but looks like Vinland Raiders not going to go for that one. Instead, they only go to tape 3 keeps. Sven, isolated, but spinning out to safety in the meantime. Not isolated for very long. Right now, we are 1 minute away from the boss, and we probably won't see any more action until that spawns. right now by Oops I'm Inting again. It is a rush to try and at least have the level 16s by the time that boss respawns. Otherwise, it'll be a very safe capture by the Vinland Raiders to just end the game with that one. They will be grabbing the bottom siege camp, but so long as that can be cleared out before the boss, it should be okay. Could have maybe seen a hold on the cap there, but probably not important in the grand scheme of things. Everyone now bottom side, 16 talents have been hit. Shield onto Baby Houdini, going to dodge away from the skull ceiling. Sleep will find the front liners of Oops I'm Inting again. As into the back line goes Genji, getting survivors very, very low, but not able to finish that one off. Isolated by Houdini. Fish, though, going to be the first one going down. Skull ceiling onto Houdini. He's going to get the ancestral healing just in time, living for now. Mindhawk not so lucky though. Scaffo will find that kill. Houdini, the next target, Burrows, invisible, going to get feared by Nano. Gaffo will fall at least, but there's going to be 3 kills for 1. So many minions as well on the core. Eric, no chance he can clear these ones out. Dodges away from the skull ceiling, but not able to stop the ending of the game. 13 minutes is all it took for this one to be wrapped up. And it's a very easy 2-0 to the Vinland Raiders. Not a whole lot even to say about that one, just complete control once again. The blue team, it looks okay for them for a little bit. They had the first hand in, they had pushed down the mid wall, but that's where it all really turned around. Now, one play with the fear on the mid fort wall by the Vinland Raiders got them such a huge advantage. So many kills, got rid of all the gems, got them the boss, they got their hand in to go with it. And from there, it was just a matter of closing out the game with a little bit of flair. And yeah, they did indeed manage to do a series wrapped up in under an hour. So they're now free to enjoy the rest of their evening.